So, for the fourth time, hello, Left of Awesome, happy Monday. I'm not going to play the intro music because I'm pretty sure it screws up my audio, and I will play it again once I get a better converter that doesn't suck. Kind of like the people trying to pass the bill that I'm about to talk about. This is covered in an article from feministing.com, which was twittered this morning. And essentially it's a bill in Ohio that they're referring to as paternalism gone amok. And it's Representative John Adams in Ohio who's trying to pass a bill that requires a woman to get the written consent. You know, like a little kid going on a field trip in elementary school has to get the permission from their parents to go to the field trip. It's essentially the same thing with abortions. You have to get the written consent of your child's biological father before you can receive an abortion. Yeah. And it says, Adams told the newspaper that in cases when the mother does not know the identity of the father, the abortion will be prohibited. So if you don't know who your baby's father is, you can't get an abortion. You just can't. And Adams said, in an interview, Representative John Adams said, there is merit to chastity and to young men and women waiting until marriage. So basically that's sort of his reason for that part of it, is that if you sleep around and you don't know who your father's, your baby's father is, then you should have to deal with a baby you are perhaps not mentally, emotionally, physically, financially equipped to deal with. And of course, when I read this, the first thing I thought was, but what about women who are raped? What do? They don't necessarily know who their father is. They, fucking run in a much more grotesque manner than usual. And there are exceptions, but if this bill is the exact same one from 2007, women would have to present a police report proving they had been raped before being able to procure an abortion. And my thing with that is, I suppose it makes sense on one level. Sort of, kind of. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense on any level, because this bill is the stupidest freaking thing I've heard about in a while. And then there's also the fact that a lot of women don't report it when they've been raped, because it's a horrifying experience to be violated like that. And a lot of women don't want to repeat the experience over and over and over again and relive it over and over and over again the necessary amount of times to get the word out. So if you haven't reported that you've been raped by a friend or a family member or a complete stranger, if you never reported that to police, you have to give birth to that baby. The baby that was a result of someone viciously violating your rights and your just everything about you, which is so horrible. Like, this entire bill is just horrible. And so the website is calling it paternalism gone amok. But this isn't even paternalism. This is just patriarchy. It's saying that women need permission from men, that we are subservient, which is so untrue, it's not even funny. I mean, the fact that there are still people out here who think like this, what have all these years of women fighting for suffrage and all of the other rights and trying to keep abortion legal, and there are still people like this in the world? How the hell did that happen? Yes. That's pretty much all. So everybody have an excellent week. See ya. Don't forget to be